Investigating measures of center. Measures of center is a value that represents the middle or average of a data set. There are two measures of center. The mean, which is the sum of the terms of a data set divided by the total number of elements, and the median, which is the middle value in a data set that is ordered from least to greatest. If there are an even number of elements, the median is the average of the middle two elements. Some data sets contain outliers. An outlier is an element that is very different from the other elements in a data set. Which measure of center best describes the data set? When a data set contains an outlier, the median is a better measure of center than the mean. Examples. Below are the scores that Justin earned on his last 8 homework assignments. What are his mean homework score and median homework score? Okay, so to find the mean, we're going to add all of these together. So it's going to be 80 plus 95 plus 0 plus 90 plus 95 plus 80 plus 85 plus 90. Add them all together and divide them by the total number of elements, which is 8. All right, so let's grab our calculator. 80 plus 95 plus 0 plus 90 plus 95 plus 80 plus 85 plus 90. That gives us 615 divided by 8. All right, so our mean is 76.875. That is our mean. Now let's look at finding our median. In order to find the median, we have to make sure that our numbers are in order from least to greatest. So let's go ahead and do that. So 0 would be first. Well, actually, I'll do it down here. All right, so 0, 80, 80, 85, 90, 90, and 95 and 95. Okay, now in order to find the median, I work my way towards the middle from the outsides. So here's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Now, in the middle, we see that we have two numbers. There's not just one number in the middle, we have two numbers. So when you have two numbers in the middle, you have to find the average of those two numbers, and that will be your median. So we'll do 85 plus 90 divided by 2, and that will give us our median. So 85 plus 90 is 175. Divided by 2 is 87.5. Example 2. The histograms shown relate the heights of the members of the girls' basketball team this year and last year. Compare the median heights of the two teams. Now, in order to compare the median heights, we first have to find the median height for each of the data sets. So, what we're going to do is take a look at how many actual data points we have on this histogram. So let's just do a refresher of how to read a histogram. So for the interval between 64 and 65, there is one data point because the frequency is 1. For 65 to 66, there are 2 data points because the frequency is 2. So remember, we're talking about frequencies and not actual values. We do not know the actual values. We just know that the value falls within this range. So this is one data point. This is 2 data points. This is also 2 data points. 1 data point, 2 data points, and 1 data point. So there are 9 total data points in this set. So we have to figure out where our median would lie. So if you need to, go ahead and list out 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are just like tally marks. And let's do like we would normally do to find the median. Work our way inward. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So our median would be right here. So what data point is this? This is data point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is data point 5. So whatever this point is, that is our median. We don't know what that point is, but we know that that is where it would be located. So for the players this year, the median is between 66 and 67. All right, let's do the same for the players last year. So this would be, So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we have 9 again, so we know that that 5th data point is our median. So for this data set, the median is between 67 and 68. So now that we have the medians for each one, we can go ahead and compare. So the median height of the players this year is between 66 and 67. The median height of the players last year is between 67 and 68. So what can we conclude with this information? That the median height was greater last year than this year. So if we want to make just a general statement, we can say that the girls last year were taller than the girls this year, but you do want to be careful making those general statements. All right, and lastly, let's look at example 3. 2 classes held contests to see which could memorize the greatest number of digits of the number pi. 8 students from each class competed. The dot plot showed the total number of digits recalled by each of the competitors. Decide which measure of center should be used to compare the number of digits recalled by the competitors in each class. Explain why you chose that measure of center, and then use that measure of center to compare the 2 data sets. So the 2 measure of centers that we know of are mean and median. So in order to decide which one to use, we want to look to see if we have any outliers. So as we look here, I can see that this 30 is an outlier. So because we have an outlier, the median is the best measure of center. So I'm going to go to the next slide to do all of my writing. So we've decided that the median should be used. And we have to explain why. The median should be used because Class A's data set contains an outlier. Okay? So I'm going to step back for a minute. So we have identified what measure of center we should use, and we have also told y. Now we have to use that measure of center to compare the two data sets. Now, in order to compare, we need to identify what the median is. So just like we numbered our histogram, we're going to number our dot plot. So this would be data point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 data points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to have to decide where the middle is. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. These 2 data points are in the middle. So that is data point 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're looking at data points 4 and 5. So what numbers do these dots represent? Well, both of these numbers represent the number 14. So for our median, it's 14 plus 14 divided by 2, which we know is just 14. So the median for class A is 14. Let's take a look at class B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and again, we know that we're looking for data points 4 and 5, and that is right here. And they both happen to be at 13. So 13 plus 13 divided by 2 equals 13. So the median equals 13. So now we know our median, so now we can compare. So let's go ahead to our other slide so that we can do our comparison. Okay, so the median is higher for class A than class B. So remember, as we look at it, class A was 14 and class B was 13. So this means that class A recalled more digits than class B.